I think even though we're halfway through the month, first episode of the year, so we should probably say Happy New Year to the 48 loyal listeners who tune in every week to hear about how we're getting on. So two big games Saturday. Full bill of health, other than Sam Cox, who's doing that middle class thing and gone off skiing somewhere nice and posh somewhere. But other than that, we've had everybody on board. So I think there'll be 42 players playing between both sides on Saturday. First team heading up to Blaydon, which has proved a difficult place for most teams to go this year. Alnwick got away with a 4-point win, I think, earlier on in the year. Harrogate on the receiving end of a loss. I think Ilkley have lost against Blaydon as well, so we're going to need to be on our toes from the off on Saturday, because if they get into a rhythm, they've shown up there, they're capable of beating anybody really. That said, we've picked a really athletic team, and as I said, with everyone being available, we fancy our chances of going up there. It's a strong side, and if we're focused and we take what we've been working on over the Christmas break into Saturday, we should be happy come tea time. The Hawks have had to change their scheduled fixture from Keighley to now playing Baildon away. Baildon fancy the chances. They've described themselves as strong in talking with Cheesy and arranging Saturday's game. I hope they are, because the pack that's got the starting pack for the Hawks on Saturday is massive. We've got Pete and Ferg in the second row, which I think is probably as tall a second row partnership as you'd get in our league, never mind sort of playing Merit League rugby. That's not to discredit Baildon and what they'll bring, but we've got a really, really strong team, and there's depth coming off the bench. The likes of Carrick's on the bench on Saturday, who has previously been Player of the Month or in the mix for Player of the Month for the Hawks. So that shows you the depth of the two teams that are going out this weekend. It's a tight round this weekend. Obviously, us in first play Blaydon in fourth, second and third play each other, and then the other games are all really tightly placed sort of separated by a place or two. So I wouldn't imagine there'll be any blowouts this weekend like there sometimes is. Obviously, our attention's on our game and then the game up in Alnwick, because it potentially has a huge knock-on effect in terms of the title race, really. If there's a loser in that game, Alnwick and Harrogate, it'd put the loser on 4 losses with 8 games left, which is quite a big hill to climb should we win on Saturday. Obviously, if they draw and we win, it opens a little bit of space. The winner of that game, should we not get the result we want, will feel that they've clawed up, so it'll get really interesting at the top. That said, down at the bottom as well, there's some huge games as well. So I think teams that get wins this weekend will feel really confident about being able to nail their end of season sort of targets, whether that's escaping relegation or being in the mix for playoff places and title places. It'll be their second fixture of the season. They were really unlucky last time with the most horrendous weather to have your introduction to rugby. I think they should maybe stop organising fixtures, because I've checked the forecast again and it might not be any better on Sunday for them. I hope it is. But yeah, they've moved training inside to Brooksbank, so they're not out in the wet and cold, and they're able to get through a lot more rugby now. The kids aren't sort of moaning about being cold and wet. They've had 2 really good sessions up there. I think numbers are looking really good for the under-7s. I think under-8s are trying to find a couple of bodies and maybe joining up with Castleford, I think, there as well. But it'd be nice to just see, as I said last time, kids at that age when they're playing, they're just grabbing the ball, smiles on their faces and trying to run as far as they can forward. It kind of, when you're involved with sort of the serious nature and high pressure of first team rugby, it's nice to be able to watch the kids playing on Sunday who at that age probably not even keeping score and worried about whether they win or not. It's all about, have I scored, have I got some tags, and their parents being proud of them. So yeah, I'm sure they'll have a good day on Sunday, and let's hope that the weather's kind to them.